Let's check.
Do we need a Black History Month? Yes, yes, 100 times, 1,000 times, yes. Well, first of all, let me start by saying that Black history isn't American history. American history is Black history, because Black history was here long before America. And Black history being the general term for whatever any African descendant has done in any other country or any other area. We need 28 or 29 days out of that year to enhance the celebration that we already give to people who have changed our lives or changed our society, because the other 300 days out the year we're getting fed lies and misdirections. That's our month-long holiday, and that's for everybody. That's for blacks, that's for whites, you know, Asian, that's for everybody to see and witness what our people have done to contribute to the world. And especially for the kids, because they're the ones who are in the schools being forced sort of to learn history through the perspective of the oppressor, basically. So they don't get the full scope of things. They only get it told through the scope of a certain type of person. You know what I'm saying? We should keep them up on the knowledge that has been rejected from their education. And that could be because maybe they have to appeal to everybody. They can't just focus on, you know, one certain group, even though they do. So, you know, it's kind of us to fill that gap. There's an ancient Egyptian belief of there's 5 parts that make up a human being. There's the Ak, which is the body. There's the Ba, which is the personality. There's the Ka, which is the life energy. There's the shadow, and there's the name, the body, the vessel that carries you. The way you have shaped it, you know, however you take care of it, you have to nourish it. The Ba, your personality, what makes, you know, your attitude, your ways, just what makes you that person. And there's the Ka, also known as Chi or Ki, you know, other cultures call it that. Your Ka is your spirit energy, you know, what gives you life, was the heartbeat, you know, that energy that flows through that makes you feel alive or makes you feel depressed. I mean, that's kind of your energy, you know, so that's what Ka is. Your shadow, which is your shadow, that's what I've interpreted is that that's what follows you throughout life. It's always behind you, leaves your legacy. Now, your name is what I think one of the most important. Everything you have done, everything you have left behind, everything that you did, everything that you are is your name. When you want to identify somebody, you call them by their name. If you want to say what somebody else did, you call them by their name. That name is how that person leaves their mark, both in people's minds and physically on the earth. When people would rob Egyptian graves, a vase or some type of treasure, that can be replaced. But if you happen to scrape off or destroy the name in any way, that person's legacy goes along with it. So that's the most heinous offense you could do to a grave, is to erase the name. Can you imagine somebody kicking over your grandmother's tombstone and you never finding it? You know, I mean, of course you have it up here, but what if 100 years or so later, somebody tries to look for your grandmother's grave? They're not going to find it. When you destroy a person's name, you're destroying the person along with it by either tarnishing someone's name or just getting rid of it completely. How many African leaders can you name besides Shaka Zulu? You know, so if those names aren't preserved in some way, shape, or form or fashion, there's no way to remember it. So that's why I think we also need Black History Month, because we need to remind ourselves, because their names aren't in most other texts. I mean, at least the general text that people have exposure to a lot. It might be on the internet, but we need to keep reminding people that those names do exist. That way it stays in more people's minds than just a few. We have to show that spirit. We have to show that celebration. We have to make it exciting. We have to keep doing it. We need that repetition. Give the world a reason to remember your name. That's my code. What's yours?